I'm Kimmy, and today's stretches are going to be for lower back pain relief or lower back tension relief. So we're going to release through our lower back, our hip flexors, our quad. So those areas that help release a lot of that discomfort that you might feel in your lower back. So let's get started. We're going to start our feet in a wider position here. And we're just going to warm up our lower back a little bit, just kind of mobilizing our spine. Side to side rotation, just nice and easy to what feels good for you. So relaxing through your lower back, releasing our spine. It helps us move our hip joint a little bit too, gets us nice and warm in there. Okay, so we're gonna start off, team, with a hamstring stretch. It's gonna be a side hamstring stretch. So just tuck one leg in and then keep the posture tall, flex the foot a little bit, arm comes on the inside, and then we're gonna reach the arm over. So as you reach the arm over, we want this opposite hip to press down. So now we're getting the top of the hip right into the side of the body as we extend. So even though we are releasing into our hips, that's part of it, right? And we're also letting ourselves stretch into the hamstring here too. Depending on how tight you are, you might feel the hamstring stretch along with the side stretch, or maybe more of the side stretch. Take a big breath in, and then we're gonna rotate to face the leg, pull the leg back just a little bit, and then we're gonna lean in. So we're stretching into the hamstring. So really focusing on the hamstring this time. You wanna breathe, relax your shoulders. And then from here, we're going right into pigeon. So we're keeping that front leg bent. You can tuck the side leg. Okay, so 90-90 option to lean in. Or you can go into a full pigeon, so you're rotating your hip down and then finding your range. So maybe it's a little bit, maybe you can go deeper, maybe you can go all the way down. It really does depend on your flexibility and what feels good for you today. So make sure you listen to your body. So we're gonna breathe into our hips, try to roll yourself towards the long-legged side. You'll get that extra stretch to the glute on the bent knee side. And we come up into a quad stretch. So you're gonna lift yourself up, keep that front leg quite tucked in, and then roll to your side. We're gonna take hold of the ankle and then pull the leg back. Keep the knee down, and you're gonna pull the leg behind you by pushing your hip forward, opening up through the front of your thigh. So this is your quadricep muscle. So it helps us start that stretch through the front of the thigh into your hip flexor. Feels good to just release the leg. Cool, and let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the other leg out. Posture is tall, flex the foot, arm on the inside. Remember, you want to keep the opposite hip down. We lift the arm way up and over, stretching to the side of the body. Relax your shoulders, and then breathe. The more you breathe, the more you can relax your muscles. So it's gonna just release around the joints. It's easy to just get really tense, so just try to relax as much as possible. Remember, don't force any of these stretches. And we're gonna lift ourselves up, rotate towards the leg, pull the leg back a little bit. What that does is just aligns our hips better. And then you're gonna lean in. So if you're tight, just lean in as much as you can. Otherwise, you can go in a little deep. This is my tighter side, and I'm actually tighter in my lower back here. So it makes it harder to lean in. So again, just working with your body. See how much more you can relax and breathe. there's a little bit more, your body will let go. If not, again, don't force it. And let's go to pigeon. So 90-90 option. Remember, you're just bending the knee, kicking the leg out a little bit, leaning in, or the full pigeon, rotating the back leg, rolling the thigh under, and then you're coming down just as far as you are able to go. Again, just find your option here. Find your range of motion. Try to rotate yourself towards the long-legged side, so rotating it down. Now, of course, though, if you get a little pinching on your knee or your hip, then find your the best position for you, and you'll feel that stretch. So you're feeling that stretch to your glute on your left-hand side, or the bent knee side. And let's go into our quad stretch. So on our side, take a hold of the ankle, push your hip forward, feel that openness through the quad, the front of your thigh. And just breathe into it. When you release your thigh, it also helps release your knees. So if you have tight knees, make sure you do this stretch. I see a lot of tight knees on anybody basically who plays sports, but joggers, runners, cyclists, hikers, I mean really anybody, right? So this is a great stretch. All right, it is time to lie on our back into what's called happy baby. So you'll see why it's called that. The knees go to the outside of the rib cage, and then your feet are flexed like you're standing on the ceiling. So your ankle and your knee is about aligned. So depending on your flexibility, you might need to hold at your thigh and just pull the knee toward your chest and make sure again that the knee is on the outside of the rib cage. If you're more flexible, you might be able to take a hold of your feet and just pull the leg in. Now the tendency is to pull the leg towards the feet towards each other. We're going to keep them wide and then pull the feet downwards, like you're aiming your ankles towards your knee and your knee to the outside of the rib. And don't forget to breathe. So again, breathing here, relaxing your lower back, and we can even roll the hips side to side. Gives us a little massage through our lower back. And this open knee position helps us release our hips a little bit more. All right, and let's go ahead and come on up. We're gonna take the knees out, take your hands behind you, and then open up through your hips. Press your knee down actively. So we're gonna lift the chest up, keep your shoulders away from your ears, just extending through the spine. And then lift yourself back up. We're just gonna scooch the hips back, so creating a little diamond here, rounding through your spine, and then coming all the way in into a turtle position. So it's a little bit more of a rounded stretch here, relaxing through your shoulders and your neck. Just climb over to one side. So you're aiming towards one knee. And then we'll go to the other knee. And then back into the center. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your neck. And roll yourself up. Give yourself a little twist to the side. So spine is straight, and then we're gonna give yourself a twist. If you have a harder time keeping your knees cross-legged like that, you can even straighten your leg out and then twist. Maybe even sit in a chair or pop your hips up higher on a cushion. And then the other side, nice tall spine as you twist and rotate. And back into the center. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.